Oi, somos Magic. We are so happy to be here back in Brazil. 89 a Rádio Rock. Good Feeling, yes. Good Feeling came out recently, and the process of writing of the song was kind of like quick. At the beginning, it was Mark started playing a beautiful piano part.
Oh,
and it was gorgeous, honey.
Oh,
and,
honey, honey bunny.
And then it just kind of came out, this kind of deeper side of me as a writer in the verse, and it felt like a healing chord progression that I was like kind of moving on to a new phase. Which I think also the band was going through at the time because we had kind of taken a lot of time away from each other. So it felt like we were in a good healing spot, finding music together again. And then from there, we just started adding layers and came up with this big catchy chorus that felt like a different song. And then our producer, Adam Messenger, kind of tied all of our ideas together, and there's Good Feeling About You. Tell him, honey bunny.
Oh my God. You know what? We are so excited. I'm so happy to be with these guys back out on tour. I don't think I tell them enough how excited I am to be back with them.
You do.
Okay, good. I am then. No, it's incredible. We love our fans here in Brazil so much. We're having an amazing time. This is truly our favorite place in the world to travel to and play music. And to release this album, we're super proud of these 9 songs. Love them very much. Favorite moment is Ben's acoustic guitar on Sunflower Fields, which is just so stunning.
Thanks,
that
buddy.
whole song in general, these guys really spearheaded that one, and it sounds incredible. It's just been amazing, and I only have positive things to say about that aspect of putting the album out. It's really great. Can you answer that?
Chocolate.
Honestly?
What's the chocolate called that I love?
Brigadeiro.
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 I'm bringing that home.
Oh,
and I'm going to learn how to make it, and I'm going to have it every day of my life.
She's wondering whether we like other things than food.
Oh.
Well, but honestly, the food is such a big part of the culture here. The food in Brazil is such a big part of the culture. That's what I love about it. It really is.
And the hugs. The Brazilian fans give really good hugs. Very warm. Yeah.
We also passed by a museum that I hope we can go check out at some point.
Yeah.
The Museum of Cotina.
That's right. The museum of acai.
The acai museum. Nothing is ever left. Carlos, come here. Come here.
Get in here, Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos.
It makes all the difference to have the real deal.
The difference is we don't know what he's saying half the time. That's the difference.
Okay, Carlos, you should answer that.
Fala, galera, tudo bem? Bom, tocar com esses caras aqui é um prazer. É um aprendizado a cada dia e é uma alegria muito grande de estar em casa com eles e dividindo esse momento com todos vocês.
I would say no, because grew up in Toronto. So we grew up in a very multicultural city. We all had Brazilian friends growing up.
Absolutely.
So and even Mark's Italian, I'm Middle Eastern. Ben is everywhere. This guy, but Ben is
Jewish Canadian,
Polish.
Yeah.
It's like, but we all kind of like a Brazilian to like a Middle Eastern person feels like kind of the same. Like kind of like talking smack while they love you. Like it's great. It's like it feels like a brotherhood, and a sisterhood. There's something very, very familiar of the Brazilian culture to our cultures and also to Toronto.
Yep.
So we feel very welcome here and very, very normal, very like ourselves. We didn't have to change to be in Brazil. It's like I think magic in our music has the vibe of Brazil in a lot of ways, and not just the reggae. I think it's the easygoingness of the songs. Even when we're singing, even like a song like on our new album, you have a song like Sunflower Fields, right? Which, we were talking about. That's like a folky song, but it still feels like Brazilians like love the song. It still feels like there's something about magic in Brazil that I believe is connected. And I think it's a lifestyle thing. I'm not sure yet. I think we're going to discover it more and more as we travel.
I think a lot of it is like our appreciation of folkloric rhythms throughout all of Latin America, but especially Brazilian rhythms. And luckily, Carlos is like an expert with this too, and we've talked about it. He even came over and gave me a drum lesson on that stuff. We care about that. Not to say we're including these traditional folkloric rhythms properly necessarily in our music, but we learn, we absorb, we take the fusion of the genres, and we have such an appreciation for Brazilian culture and music that I think it seeps in seeps into the songs, and I think
Right.
that's why the people feel a connection to it.
Oh, so we're the only band who's ever come here and said folkloric rhythms on the radio.
I
And
don't
so
think, I think a lot of people do.
I think we're, we're absolutely killing it. And
no, I'm pretty sure a lot of people mentioned that.
no one has ever used the phrase folkloric rhythms
No?
as an American band. We
Really?
are. That's how much we love Brazil.
I guess we got to go back and watch everybody's interview. See if
Taylor
someone-
Swift has the folklore album.
That's
Yeah,
not
see, there you
folkloric. Folklore.
Folklore.
Magic right now, we're living in the moment of our album. We are just living in the moment of it. We're promoting our album. That's the next step for Magic. And also doing these shows. The album has now, got all these people around the world calling us to do shows. We're kind of of organizing, organizing that kind of schedule. And we want to make a couple more music videos and stuff like that. So just promoting, working on the album, singing the songs. And that's it. Just doing the fun part now, getting to actually go and spread the music around.
89, a Rádio Rock.